Okay, welcome back again. So let's begin with our class. I hope that you're doing great. Let's begin with pronunciation. Let's begin with pronunciation. Let me explain 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 tricks that you must know in English. 1 second, and then we continue with our book.
Okay.
Can you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Well, you know that in English, we pronounce or we say gonna, like going to, gonna, right? But we have another level here. It's lower. We say I'm gonna, okay? So instead of saying I'm gonna go, 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 I'm going to go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. You see?
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go. And you know, and the lowest one would be I'ma go. Yeah. So we have going to, gonna, amana, ama. I'm going to go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'ma go. Going to. Let's check some examples here because amana is pretty common nowadays in 2022 because young people, you know that young people change the way we pronounce the words, young people.
Yes.
So now they say amana. So 3, 2, go. Let me share the audio.
I'm gonna ask you this one time.
I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna arrest him.
I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take my dog.
So he said ama, but the previous one say amana. Let's listen again.
I'm gonna ask you this one time.
I'm gonna ask you this one time.
I'm gonna find him.
I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna arrest him. One more time, listen.
I'm gonna ask you this one time.
I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna arrest him.
I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take my dog.
So you see, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna be there, I'm going to be there. Did you understand this one? This is when you talk to native speakers, they will use this pronunciation, right?
Yes.
About this?
Beg your pardon? What was it?
Do you have any questions about this one?
No.
Do you have any questions? No, right?
No.
I'm gonna ask.
Let's continue. Did you ever? In English, we say j'ever. J'ever. Let's listen. Let's listen to some examples. We'll go here.
Okay. Did you ever see this really old movie, Aliens?
Did you ever hear that word?
Did you ever see the documentary on the Chicago 7?
J'ever. One more time. Listen again. J'ever.
Okay. Did you ever see this really old movie, Aliens?
Did you ever hear that word?
Did you ever see the documentary on the Chicago 7?
You ever see the documentary? You see documentary. Remember rule. Anti-vowel sound. You never pronounce, well, you drop this out. Documentary. Yes. Did you ever see the documentary on Chicago 7?
Okay. Did you ever see this really old movie?
So please read this part.
Okay. Did you ever see this really old movie, Aliens?
Aliens?
Did you ever hear that word?
Do you want?
Did you ever hear that word?
Perfect.
Did you ever see the documentary on the Chicago 7?
Okay. Did you ever
The
see
last
this
one,
really old
Giver?
movie?
Chicago 7.
You?
Did you ever see that documentary on the Chicago 7?
Yeah, I know that we say documentary.
Documentary.
But yeah, when you talk, where you speak a spoken English, you say documentary, like 20 or 20. Questions about Jabber, Amana, Ama, no questions, right?
No, it's okay.
Okay. You will find or you will face these words or expressions or call it whatever you want when you talk to native speakers. Did you have? Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff.
let's listen. Let's watch these examples.
Did you have a fire here last night?
Did you have a good laugh at my expense?
Hey, did you have a good time?
Jeff, a good time. Did you have? Jeff.
Jeff time. Jeff a good time.
Yeah. Exactly. Please read the first one. I want to check this one.
You have a fire you have a fire here last night?
Last night?
You?
You have a good laugh at the expense at my expense.
Did you have a good laugh at my expense?
Jeff, a good laugh at my expense. Jeff, a good laugh
at my expense.
Jeff,
Jeff, a good laugh at my expense.
The last one.
Hey, Jeff, a good time?
Oh, perfect. Jeff, a good time. Did you have a good time? You see? So as you can see here, pronunciation is different when you are in a class, but when you are and the real life, right? So
Mhm,
totally
yes.
different. Any questions about Java, and the previous one, Java, and the previous one, and Amana?
Amana? No.
No, right?
It's okay.
Jeff-
And this one, well, what did he? This is what, I'm sorry, I was writing this and I forgot to change this. This is what. What
Okay,
did he?
What
Say,
did he?
what
did he-
did it? What did
What
it?
did
Yeah,
he-
real. Let's check. Let's check.
What did he do with it?
What did he want?
What did he say?
Just,
What did he do with it?
what did it do with it? What did it? What did it?
do with it?
Yes, and some of my students say, Carlos, but pronunciation is different because this is dictionary. You are wrong. But when they watch the movie, they don't understand. And the
Mhm.
reason, you know, they have to practice what did it? What did it? What did it? What did it? You got this one. This is easy for you, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
What did he do with
Now, how did you? How did you? How did you?
How
How
did
did
you?
you? How did you?
How did you?
Great. Let's listen.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
How'd you know that?
So how'd you like that office?
How'd you?
How'd you like?
How'd you? So please read.
Okay. This one. Okay. How'd you like that office?
How'd you like that? Remember rhythm. So how'd you like that office? Right. So next one. And this one.
How did you get here?
How'd you like? Yeah. But how'd you know or how'd you? Let's listen.
Get here. How'd you know that?
How'd you
How'd
know
ya?
that? How'd you? How'd you know that? How'd you know that? And
How'd ya?
here, let's focus on this. Let's say, how'd you get here?
How'd you get here?
Or how'd you get here? No problem here.
How'd you get here?
How'd you get?
No questions up to this point?
No, it's okay.
No, but now you know the pronunciation is different when you speak that when you are in a class, of course.
Yes.
Now, this is another question that my students ask during these lessons. ¿Qué es eso del though al final de la frase? It could be kind of confusing, but it's super simple. Though equals but. It's similar to but. Example, I like Miami, but I don't want to live there. I like Miami, but I don't want to live there. I like Miami. I don't want to live there though. They're the same. Remember that the second one is more this is very common, of course. You say, well, I want to go to the party. I don't want to be with you though. You say, but I don't want to be with you. So you use though at the end of the sentence. This is super common. Well, I highly recommend that you practice this one instead of this one. This is like for native speakers, and this is for just basic students. Even when you're in advanced, or when I teach, you know, advanced students, they don't use though. And I don't know why, because it's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Did you find it easy or difficult?
Yes. No, it's okay. It's easy.
Any questions up to this point?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so in English, I have some question rule. How do you say I am going to? I'm going to.
I'm gonna.
Amana, of course, or ama, just ama. Do you remember Black Eyed
Ama.
Peas? I'ma be, of course, or amana, perfect. Next one, did you ever? How do we pronounce did you ever in English?
Jabber? No, Jabber.
Jabber is in British.
Jabber.
Next, and do you have?
Did you ever? No.
No.
How was it?
No. Jeff. Yes, of course. Let me show you. Let me show you here. Listen, 3, 2, 1, go.
Did you have a fire here last night?
Did you have a good laugh at my expense?
Hey, did you have a good time?
Difficult time.
Java.
Difficult time.
Jabber.
Okay. So sometimes when you listen to audios or when you are like talking to someone, you Java. Java, did you have? Next, how do we say what did he?
What did he?
What did he? That's great. What did he? And how do you? Oh, how did you? Sorry.
How did you? How How was it?
Yeah. How do you is perfect, of course, but we have another one. How's ya? Do you remember how's ya? How's ya? But when you have how do you apply this rule like how do you? Yes, of course. How do you have? If I say the sentence, I wanna go to the party, but I don't wanna be with you. I want you to use though. I wanna go to the party, but I don't want to be with you. I want you to use though.
Ok, significa de que yo quiero ir a la fiesta, pero no quiero que tú estés conmigo. Sin embargo,
Oh.
quiero que tú estés ahí en la fiesta.
No. I mean, I want you to use though. I want you to use though instead of
Oh.
that. For example, of course, I want
okay.
to go to the party, but I don't want to be with you. You change the sentence. Use the.
Okay. I want to go to the party. I don't want you to be there, to be with me though.
Though, that's perfect. You change the structure, but that's great. Though, remember, this is kind of weird, but this is pretty common in English. And any questions to this point? That was easy for you. Do you have any questions?
No, it's okay.
So how do you say? How do you say, for example, ¿te divertiste?
Did you have fun?
No, did you have fun? But
Java time? Java good time?
yeah. Let's check it out. Let's check it
Java
out.
good time?
Remember this. Did
Java
you?
good time.
Jeff.
Java good time?
Did you have? Oh, sorry, I'm not right. I think. Did you have a good time or a great time? Do you have a good time? So Jeff.
Java good time.
Jeff a good time. Jeff a good time. Okay, Jeff.
Java good
How do
time.
you say? How did you go to the party? ¿Cómo fuiste a la fiesta? How do you go to the party?
Java good time to the party.
No. The sentence is how did you? How did you go to the party? How do you go to the party? Remember that. How did you?
What did he do?
How?
Howja,
Of course. Let's listen
Howja.
together.
How'd you get here? How'd you know that?
How'd you know
How'd you
that?
get here?
How'd you know that?
How'd you know that?
So how'd you like that off?
How'd you
How'd
like the office?
How'd
How'd you? Did you understand? Remember that now we're going to practice pronunciation a little bit more.
Okay.
And of course, and then we continue with this vocabulary because today we're gonna use the book, of course. So
Okay.
this is the first one, just vocabulary, inglés para padres de estudiantes. Maybe you go to another place and you enroll or register your kids in a new school. Maybe you need to remember some expressions and words.
Yes.
Your vocabulary school, you know how to pronounce this word. You're at intermediate
School.
level or school,
Yeah,
but we never say is school. We say school. How do we say? How do you pronounce I school or an school?
How was it? On school?
How do you pronounce? I school or an school?
At school.
A school, because it's a school.
At
Cancel.
school.
They have the homework. Homework.
Homework.
Like homework. So then we have a school supplies. Sometimes they will say it's important that your kids bring the school supplies. You know, notebook, pencil, pronunciation, erasers, line paper, and paper towels. Requirements before we begin the classes.
Yes.
How do we say tijeras in English?
Scissors.
Scissors, regla, ruler,
Tissues.
crayons, color pencil, and most
Hand
important part,
sanitizer.
hand sanitizer. So, frases útiles. They will say, are you Raul or, Pepito's dad? Are you Mary's mom? You see, they always ask this question. Are you Pepito's father or dad? And you say, yes, I am. Basic grammar, of course. Basic grammar. Yes, I am his mom. Yes, I am his dad, etc., etc.
Yes.
Then he or she, the teacher, of course, homework is due every Friday. Is due. So you have to send, you have to like, how do we say, complete the task, the deadline, Friday.
Deadline.
Is due. Is due. And then they will have assignments. They will have assignments. Sometimes remember, assignments can be part of the evaluation course. Assignments can be part of the evaluation.
Yes.
Check the folder daily. This is the what the teacher says. Of course, hey, please, check the folders daily because they send assignments, of course.
Mhm.
And please complete the form. Please complete the form. It's another expression that teachers say in English. Questions up to this point?
No, it's okay.
Super simple, basic grammar. You know the words. Parent signature, of course. They have a notebook and they have to say yes. Please bring. Maybe they want to go to a place. We're gonna go to the kindergarten place, whatever. Hey, please bring your lunch, etc. Or
Okay.
papers or hand sanitizer, whatever.
Sunscreen. Uh-huh.
Of course, if they go to the backyard, maybe the playground park. Then we have another word in service days. Días de servicio, no hay clases, in service days.
Okay.
Or they say, as you said before, they want to go to the beach, for example, they say pack a lunch. Or bring your lunch.
Bring your lunch.
Report card are available. Report card, la cartilla de calificaciones estará disponible. This is the report card. And at the end of this is like evaluations. Remember, in English, we have assessment and then we have evaluation. The assessments are the tests that your student has during the course, during the month, you see.
Okay.
But the evaluation is the last one at the end
of the term.
Yeah, the evaluation and assessment. This is different.
Oh, okay.
Your student has missed class. Maybe your son was absent. Your student has missed class. You missed class. Of course, you say, please be careful with your kids. Don't go to the park at night because they can catch the flu, and they will miss the class. Your students needs to turn in. You send your assignment, for example, turn in the assignment. Remember, it's high time your parents or you guys send or turn in the assignment. Turn in the past, remember.
Turn.
Yes, turn in the past, remember, like that. Do you remember this grammar? Like, oh my gosh. Ya es hora, yo te digo, Raúl, ya es hora de que trabajes. ¿Tú trabajas o no trabajas? ¿Tú trabajas o no trabajas?
Yes.
No, no trabajas.
Ah, claro, no trabajas. It is high time for you to study, right? Oh, to work.
No, it's high time you work.
You study. You work, sorry.
You work. But if I say it is time for you to work.
It means that you work and it's your time that you have to go to work.
Exactly, you have to go to work now. It's time for you to work. That's great. They don't say your son or something like that. They say your student. Hey, Raul, your student is missing homework. He was absent or he missed the previous lesson. He missed. Did you understand?
Yes.
And let's continue. This is the last one, part 3, because I know that you have a good command of these words. Like, for example, how do you say, tengo algunos problemas y no creo que pueda ir? How do you say that in English?
I have a few issues and I really don't think I can go.
Or
I'm not able to go, maybe?
Yes, you can say it could be I can go because I have some problem here in my house or I have to work or but whenever I have the opportunity to go, I'll do it. No problem. Yes, you can handle these situations because, let me ask some questions. Maybe you will have, Raul, I have a question. Your student didn't send the assignment. What happened? Come up with an idea. Come up, maybe.
Okay, he got the flu and he wasn't able to do the homework.
Of course, that's great. Yeah, this is a great, of course, excuse. Make an excuse, crear una excusa. Of course, that's a great one. And can you repeat? You say got the flu, right?
Yes.
I prefer to say catch. The catch.
So
catch
he
the
caught
flu. Caught the flu. In this case,
he
caught the flu. He caught the flu. He caught the flu.
Okay, he caught the
flu. That's right. Yes, you know how to handle the situations. Of course, remember that sometimes I don't understand. I'm sorry, because sometimes they may use. Remember that you have to use may, might, could. These words,
Yes.
like, yes, to change your vocabulary. So they may use difficult words that are not as straightforward, easy to understand. It's straightforward, easy to understand. Or sometimes they say, well, the assessment will be this week, or the assessment are whatever. You say, well, I don't understand, I'm sorry. It's perfect. You can say that you don't understand something, right? Or for
Yes.
example, I don't understand something. You say, I'm sorry, sometimes I make mistake when I speak in English, but I am learning. I hope that you can understand. That's a great expression, and they are very friendly. So they will say, oh, no problem, sir. No problem, mister. And they will help, of course, because remember that in the US, wherever you go, there are a lot of people who speak Spanish.
Yes.
Remember, English is not the, I don't know how to say, it's not even the official language in the US. It's not the official language because they speak more than 5 languages there, Spanish, I don't know, like French, English, etc., among others, right?
Yes.
I don't understand, they will be more than happy. Or you say, does anyone here speak Spanish? Does anyone here speak Spanish? Because remember, you, like, maybe in the class or the teacher is not a native speaker, I mean American. You see, it could be a teacher from a different country, from India, from Turkey, because remember, there are a lot of people from different countries in the US, not just American.
Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines, maybe Japanese, yeah, Philippines. There are more Philippines than Japanese people.
Yeah.
Or when you go to enroll a course, you say, how do I register my students? Remember, well, it's common to say, how I do register my son or my sons, or you say my student.
My student?
Yeah, my student. How do you register my student? I mean, your son, right? Because you're his father. Or do you have an application in Spanish? Remember, sometimes you have to fill out documents and you don't understand, and they have Spanish and English. Like in Peru, for example, if you don't speak Spanish, they have a form in English. In the US, it's the same. Or can I get another registration form, please? Remember, maybe for example, in Spanish, we don't use this word like please, por favor, podría usted. No, but in English is like more often, right? Please. My students will eat a school lunch. Where do I apply? Remember that there is how do you say the place where students go and eat? Do you remember?
The food court.
Nope, you say the cafe.
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria is the place. In the cafeteria, you don't buy coffee. And the cafeteria, yeah, it's like the place where you can go, etc. And sometimes you apply because the school sometimes provides food for the kids, but you have to apply. For example, if you are not a citizen, you have to apply, and they will say, of course, we can help with that. Sometimes say, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? I guess in Canada, the government gives money to parents who have kids, of course, and then like everything is $500 per kid. Per kid. So you don't worry about that, because they will be responsible for this. But it's really important that you ask the questions, because if you don't ask, they will say, I know this person, well, doesn't care about that, so they don't need that. Yeah. What documents do I need to register my student? Another great question. What documents do I need? Because maybe your kids are from a different country, you need to know.
Yes.
Where do I pick my students? Where do I pick my students? And what do I need to bring to pick up my students? Maybe sometimes they ask for a driver license, ID, something like that. And sometimes you can go to school to pick up your students. If someone else picks up my students, what do they need to bring? Of course, maybe a letter with your signature. Do you remember?
Yes.
May I have a school calendar? May I have? At what time does a school start? Remember that a school starts in different schedules. This school can start at 7 a.m., but this one at 8 a.m., this one at 9 a.m. So it depends on the school. The school end. Can I have information about the bus? Another great question that you may ask. And that's all about a school. Did you understand? Do you have any questions about the words? No,
it's
right?
okay. No,
Yes,
it's
you
easy to
can handle
understand.
with the situation. You can handle with the situation.
Yes.
Now, and before we begin the class, of course, Inglés para emergencias. This is really important. Sometimes when you speak when you are in a different country, you're shocked and you don't know what to say, and you are like, of course. For example, if you have a problem, you say, please call 111. No, we never say that. We say 911.
911.
911. Of course, this is for the police, the ambulance, and the firefighters. It's not just for the police, for the cops.
Yes.
When you say, we say help, imagine that there is a problem in your company, you say help, and they, yes, you know pronunciation because you are in upper intermediate students. Call 911. I need an ambulance. I need an ambulance. Of course, when you apply for a job and maybe you pass the first or the second part, they will have like a training session and they will explain this again. I need the words that you have to say. Call ambulance. I need the police. Remember that we say
Call the
police. We never say police. No. Call police. I need firefighters and fire. So when you call 911, you say fire and they say firefighters, or you say police, ambulance, because you have three options, right? There is an operator and they say, which one? What do you need? What's going on here? And you say these three words. Or you say no English. Maybe you have the problem. Oh, no English. I want to speak Spanish. No English. No English. You say here, you know, the problems sometimes this could happen, of course. No walk, no breath, okay? No penicillin that you are allergic to. The pacemaker. But you say pacemaker, but they don't understand. But you point your body, you say pacemaker, they understand. Sometimes you can like pronounce because you have a problem, right? You say pacemaker, do that. Or medicine allergy. My head, my arm, my leg, broken, bleeding, or cat. Remember, you must know this word, but it's really cool to remember in practice.
Yes, of course.
Heart attack. The drum.
I'm drowning.
Choke. Yes. Fall. My mom, my dad, my daughter, my son is there, etc. No questions?
No, I'm okay.
Yes, you are okay. Another one. Okay, of course. Then, before we begin with the hotel and catering, Inglés para los que trabajan en restaurantes.
That's good.
We have the fridge. The fridge or refrigerator. Fridge or refrigerator. Then we have the stove. And the oven, el horno. Okay. La cocina que nosotros normalmente tenemos viene con horno. Y acá tenemos las hornillas. A ese le llamamos oven a todo. Oven o cooker.
Okay.
Oven o cooker. Cuando te viene solo de arriba, sino de abajo, porque son más pequeñas, le llamamos stove. Ya, pero si tenemos el horno solo, oven. That's all.
Okay.
And then you have it like a refrigerator, but it's like a walk-in closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
You
is the
normally have it in the restaurants or
yes.
the big ones, like a room.
This is the walk-in. Where can I find this? Where go to the walk-in. The grill,
Yes.
you know the grill.
The grill.
And we have the prep area or the expo area, where chefs or where the cooks are. Of course, they are cooking, right? So this is the expo area. Then we have the storage and the pantry. The difference between the storage and the pantry is that in the pantry, this is alacena. What is the alacena? Where you like, I don't know, you put like maybe ingredients like tomatoes, rice, you know, the ingredients for the restaurant. But the storage, you have different things. Maybe some appliances, there. This is the storage, almacén. The pantry, solamente para las cosas de la cocina.
Yes.
You know, a spoon, fork, and knife.
Yes.
Spoon, fork, knife. The teaspoon. The soup spoon. How do we say soup or soap?
Soup.
And jabón, soap. Yes. Then we have the salad fork, the dinner fork.
Can you please go back to the one Yeah, demi-tasse spoon.
Well, I never used that before, but I think this
Is the first time I see that.
But I would say dimitasi.
Demi-tasse.
Remember that this is kind of different words, French words.
Yeah.
Let's Google it. Let's Google it. This is for like for desserts.
Oh
not-
yeah, I think.
For a pie, I
Yes.
think, but let's Google it.
Demi-tasse.
1 second. Where's Google?
Demi-tasse. That's a good one. It's the first time I see that word.
No. Yes. Let's Google. Oh, where's it? It's here. It's here. I found it. This is. But I need Cambridge. The Demi-tasse, maybe a small cap. English. Let's check it out. Demi-tasse was great. It's not a French demi-tasse. A small cup of coffee. Son tacitas. Para las tacitas.
Oh, the small one. Yeah, like the for espresso or something, right?
Yeah, for the espresso.
Espresso.
Exactly. But I would say demi-tasse.
Demi-tasse.
Yeah.
It's smaller than the teaspoon, then.
It's smaller than the one. Salvador didn't avoid the butter knife. How do we pronounce this word? Do you know?
Which one? Steak knife.
Steak, palo. No, stick, palo. Steak. And then we have the pronunciation: the solid turner, the slotted turner, the slotted spoon, the slotted spatula, the basting brush, the kitchen tongs, las pinzas, el whisk, el deep soup, ladle. I don't know how do we say in Spanish.
So which one?
The last one. This is the ladle.
Soup ladle, cucharón.
Cucharón, exactly. The pasta server, the solid spoon, the slotted spoon, the flexible spatula, and the spreader spatula. This is
for cakes.
Exactly, for cakes.
To make cakes.
Yes, if you work in a restaurant or maybe you're part of the staff, you should know all of them.
That's a good material.
Yes. Then we have the saucepan, the frying pan, and then we have the saute. In English, well, this is a French word, I'm pretty sure. We say saute. And remember this word, saute pan. This is one, because then we will watch a video. And then we are saute. Let's check it out. Saute.
But it looks almost the same like the saucepan, right? It's just a little bit curved.
Yeah, but of course, but this have a lid. This have a lid.
The other one has a lid too as well.
No, man. The
saucepan.
of course, the saucepan, but this is the fry pan. The fry pan is similar to the saute pan, of course.
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't know how to say width. The width is like, it's bigger.
Oh, yeah.
But the saucepan is different. Yeah. For example, you call this verb. You stir fry. For example, lomo saltado, you stir fry here on the saute pan or on the fry pan, but the saucepan is different. No, you never do that because this is like bigger.
Yeah.
It's bigger. And we say saute. Yeah, saute. Let's listen.
Saute.
To cook food in oil or fat overheat, usually until it is brown. Yes.
Brown.
Es una olla, por ejemplo, para hacer escabeche aquí. Primero fríen. Like that. Then we have the taza or mug, the coffee cup or the tea cup. This is a bowl in a salad plate. Measuring spoons and the measuring cups. Measuring. The mixing bowls, the stand mixer on the hand mixer. If you don't have a mixer, sometimes you use a whisker.
Yes.
Whisker. The baking sheet, the cake pan, the bread pan, the muffin pan. We always say the word pan. This is a colander and the strainer.
Oh, strainer or strainer?
Strainer. Don't forget about this word here because this is not correct.
Okay. Strainer.
Strainer. For example, for noodles. No, this is for noodles, to be honest. But I use a strainer for noodles or to dry vegetables.
Yeah.
This is for drying. This is for drying. To remove water, the liquid from something.
Yes.
And this is similar. It's similar.
Yes.
And now let's continue here. Of course. Now let's start with the hotel vocabulary. I have some words here for the IELTS exam. Let's start. We will learn part of a hotel and people in a hotel, right?
Okay.
Let's start. This is the lobby, right?
Lobby.
The lobby. And you know the lobby, right?
Yes.
Any questions about the lobby? Please read the sentence.
When you arrive at a hotel, you will be blown away by the beautiful lobby, which dates back to the 18th century.
Yes, when you are blown away, you are very impressed.
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 Like thrilled,
Remember?
right?
Yes. Let me check. Impressive. Impresionante. Is impressive. Wow, this is impressive, you know?
Yeah.
This is the lobby. The room service.
Room service.
What does it mean? I don't feel like. Do you know?
That I'm not feeling good. I mean,
Uh-oh.
I don't want.
You don't want to. You don't like. You don't work up enthusiasm. You don't want to do it. No tengo ganas de jugar. Today I don't feel like playing. I don't feel like. Remember, after I don't feel like, you have to use the verb with ing.
Yes.
For example, no tengo ánimos is no tengo ganas de ir a comer en la noche. How do you say that in English?
I don't feel like eating at night. I don't feel like eating at night.
Eating out. Yes. Let's just order room service then. And this is a double bed and a single bed.
Single bed.
Yeah, single bed. Examples is room on this floor. This floor comes with a queen size bed and a single bed. You know that the biggest
The queen, king,
is the
yes.
king size bed and queen size, a double and single bed.
The
The minibar.
Sometimes they use a twin, right? Twin?
A twin, of course, they use another one, the twin. They also have the pull out. Have you heard the pull out?
No.
Let me show you here, maybe on Google. Pull out in a hotel, maybe.
And there's also one that I don't know how to call it, but you usually find them in a bungalow or something. It's like two beds, one on the top of the other one.
Of course, in Spanish,
Camarote.
camarote. I have no idea, but this is the pull out first. Pull out. Do you know what it is?
Yes, pull out.
This is the pull out. Es como
Como un sofá cama, algo así. Como un futón.
Es una cama extra.
Okay.
Una cama que es desplegable, que se arma. Es un pull out. Do you need a pull out? They say, oh, an extra pull out, please. And can you repeat the word that you mentioned before?
Futón.
No. In Spanish, you say the cama here and then you have a bed here.
Camarote.
Of course. This is a cabin. Let me check it out. Cabin. No, I have no idea. Let's check here. A cabin, maybe. Cabin bed. Oh, well, this is a cabin. This one, a small room where you. No, this is not a cabin. Nope. It is a double. Let me check here. A double, a two-story bed, maybe. Two-story bed. Like this.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Two-story. Yeah, or you say like castle bed. Let me check it out here. Yes, I say two-story.
Two-story. Okay.
Or double bed. You say double bed or two-story. Or double bed, two-story. Yes. Yes, it's not cabin because cabin could be
like the bungalow, right?
Yes, or like a tent maybe, or something like that. A tent house, like for this, a cabin. Here you have, for example, the pull out. This is a pull out.
Okay.
Interesting, but you know that's a 2-story bed or 3-story bed or 4-story bed.
Yes.
But in a hotel, they don't have that.
No, I just was thinking because sometimes like you rent a cabin in the woods or something, and they come like in a room with 2 beds like that.
There's a 2-story bed, a 2-story
bed.
Then we have the menu bar. Menu bar. Sometimes this is like very expensive because they had overcharged.
Yes.
Charge. And the toiletries.
Toiletries.
Do you remember what are the toiletries? The shampoo.
Yes, the cream, conditioner, soap, toothpaste, and a brush, maybe a toothbrush. Towels.
Yeah. Yes, towels, toothbrush, and dental paste or toothpaste is perfect.
Yes.
Then we have the sauna here.
Sauna.
In some countries, it's very common for hotels to include a sauna for their guests. And this is the hotel staff.
Hotel staff.
Then we have the first one, the valet.
The valet.
The valet. The valet, a person employed to clean or park cars.
Yes.
Then we have the receptionist or the front desk clerk. Clerk. The receptionist is another similar to the front desk clerk. Is another name. Remember that if you want to be a front desk clerk or receptionist, it would come handy. Is another expression I would like to share. Come handy. Come in handy meaning. To come in handy. Sería muy útil. So it would come in handy that you speak more than 2 languages. If you speak more than 2 languages, that would be great in this position. Come in handy. The housekeeping or housekeeper, it could be a man or a girl, who cleans the bedrooms. A bellboy. Bellboy. And we're going to stop here because then we continue with the next part.
Okay.
1 minute, 1 second. Yes. So now I think, well, I'm pretty sure we practiced in previous lessons, how can we go to the restaurant as a waiter, as a waitress, or as a customer, right?
Yes.
Today we're going to practice a little bit more about that, but in real life, questions that they may ask, maybe the tips, etc. 1 second, let me share the screen in 1 second here. Yes, can you see the screen? Nope.
Yes.
Okay, so first off is similar to first of all, okay?
First of all.
Before you leave before even you leave your house, you probably want to talk about your plans for eating out. What does eating out mean? Do you know?
Eating out, to go out to eat.
Of course, remember in English there are 2 verbs. We have go out and then we have eat out. When you go out, or when you go out, you say, hey, do you want to go out tonight with me? You say maybe, you want to go to the park, or maybe you go to the restaurant, maybe go to the bar, go to the nightclub, go to the museum, go to whatever, in the morning, whatever. But when you say eat out, it means to go to a restaurant.
Okay.
And that's so eat out is different.
Okay.
This is a very common phrasal verb that simply means to eat in a restaurant. I like to eat out at least once every week. For example, how often do you eat out?
Once a week.
Once a week, right? Once a week. When I live in Italy, I used to eat out.
A lack of attention to detail with regard to the prep phase of the cooking resulted in them eating out at the Fountain Valley China Garden instead.
So I thought you might appreciate a civilized lunch at Bergdorf's rather than being interviewed at the apartment.
Well, thank you. That's very considerate.
Not really. I just love to eat out. I'll probably come up with a million excuses for us to go have lunch. If you end up with us, I mean.
So another word you probably use before even arriving at the restaurant is book.
Book.
Okay. Yes. What does it mean in Spanish? Book? Do you remember?
To make a reservation?
Make a reservation. You say book a room. Book a room.
A room.
Book a table. Book a table. Book a table. And
Yes.
a good question that maybe, for example, I am the you maybe you call because you want to book a table or you want to make a reservation.
Mhm.
And I say, okay, so oh sorry, what's going on here? Can you see the screen?
Yes, but it's kind of froze.
Of course. Okay, because I'm speaking. Okay.
Okay.
It is paused. It is paused. Well, as I said before, you want to make a reservation, you want to book a table,
Mhm.
and I say how many people are gonna be in your table because
Yes.
maybe, of course. So how do you say somos cinco?
Can we book a table for 5?
Can we? But we never say we are 5, right?
No.
Now, can we for 5? That was great. Or you can say, can we book a table for a party for a party of 5?
Okay.
For a party of 5, or there are 5 of us. There are 5 of us, or please, I want to book a table for a party of 6, for a party of 7 people, right?
Mhm.
So remember that you call the restaurant on the phone and you can say something like, I would like to book a table for a party of 4. Remember that a party is not a fiesta in Spanish. It means a group.
A group.
A group of 4 people. Maybe you're used to this, or you say a book of party, please. I like to make a reservation for 4. Like you said before, we need a reservation for Friday night. Examples.
So where's their table? Actually, bad news. We're totally booked. We have a ton of reservations. Yeah, one's ours. I called. Here it is.
Hey.
So your table is right here.
I've outdone myself, Gloria. I booked the restaurant from our first date.
Once you sat down at the restaurant, of course, you're ready to order. You can say, I like a grilled chicken. I like the. Do you have, or how much is? Can I have the or with?
I'd like a hot dog, please.
You out of your mind?
Well, what's the problem here?
This hot dog's been here since the silent era. You'd have to be insane to eat it.
Are you guys ready?
Yes, I will have a green salad, house dressing, and water's fine.
Okay, listen. Why don't we go with this one? It looks better, and
We'll get this. Trust me on this one, okay?
The sponge cake?
Yeah, we'll take that.
we'll take it, but no one's gonna eat it.
Great.
How much is that?
This is $12.95.
What?
$12.95.
$12.95. I wonder why you're going out of business.
Remember that in English, we generally use have. We never say take. So for example, I have lunch. You never say, I'm going to take lunch. Because in Spanish, I think tomar desayuno. But in English, we use the verb have.
Have.
Uh-oh, what's going on here? Okie dokie. Did you understand the part, right?
Yes.
And what you see, she orders a Coke using have. But remember, when you order a Coke, depending what you are, you have a diet or a regular Coke. What is the difference between a diet Coke and a regular Coke?
A diet Coke without sugar. The diet Coke is without
yes.
sugar or less sugar, I think. Yeah.
It's less sugar or high in sugar.
Regular.
But they have another ingredient, which is like more dangerous
Caffeine-free.
than sugar.
Caffeine free.
Caffeine free?
Caffeine free.
Caffeine free. No, it's another ingredient, which is very dangerous for everyone, which is prohibited.
Aspartame? No.
Start with a D. I start with a D. Remember, to be honest, yesterday I explained this to nutritionists, was discussing about this grammar. And they say D, I don't know, but D, start with D.
Decaf? No.
And that is prohibited in the US, but in South America, it's not prohibited. So they are killing people who live in South America. You say because they produce cancer. It produces cancer.
Oh, really?
Let's continue. This is the difference. Or maybe the size. Say, what size do you want? You have the small, the medium, and the large.
How do you call the measure? Ounces?
Ounce, of course. Ounce. And the weight, you say pounds. Ounce. Yes. So now this is kind of different.
Can I have a medium Diet Coke? Do you want the medium size or the middle size? What's the difference? Well, we have 3 sizes, medium, large, and jumbo. What happened to the small? There is no small. Small's medium.
Yes. One exception to this rule is when we actually order, you can say, I will take that. For example, you go to the restaurant, you, your wife, and your son. You say, I will have grilled chicken and steak with fried potatoes. You say that. And also, I will take Caesar salad. I will take the Caesar salad. I will take, different from I will have. Why? Because it means that you are not gonna eat that dish. This is maybe for your kid. You see?
Okay.
Because your kids will never say, well, I will have. No, it's a kid, right? You ask for the kid. So we say, well, I will take this and this. Did you understand?
Yes.
Cuando utilizamos el take, no necesariamente es que tú te lo vas a comer, solamente vamos a pedir. That's all.
Okay. And how do you say when you, for example, ask for a plate of fries, additional fries, for example, like for everyone?
A side. This is a side.
No, but side is for your own dish. I mean, sometimes you ask
a side of fries. No, you say a side of French fries. You say a side of.
Even though it's not just for you, right? I mean, for example, there are 5 people in the table, and you ask for a dish of fries, for example, but it's not for you, for your side of your
this
dish.
is a hors d'oeuvre. This is a hors d'oeuvre. I know how to pronounce, but I don't know how to write it. So let's hors d'oeuvre in English. Let me use my.
It's like for in Spanish, para picar.
Exactly, but in English, hors d'oeuvre. Now, in burger is not hors d'oeuvre. Or this one, hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Para picar, like pídanos y comen, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is the word that they use.
Okay, hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre. Yo digo hors d'oeuvre porque eso es cuando todos piden para comer, pero vamos a escuchar. Yeah, it is. Let's listen.
Hors d'oeuvre. Hors d'oeuvre.
Es el plato que se para el inicio de la comida. No solamente es para ti, sino at a party, for example, para a party of 6 people. You see?
For example.
That was your question, right?
Yes.
Now, of course, you use that word.
So can you use take for that? I will take hors d'oeuvre.
I will take the hors d'oeuvre. I will take the hors d'oeuvre. I will take the hors d'oeuvre.
Okay, I will take the
But when you have the hors d'oeuvre, you have options. You have like the ingredient. The dishes, of course. It's like the appetizer or the. In English, we have appetizer, entree, and dessert and the sides. So the hors d'oeuvre is just the title. So you choose. I will take as hors d'oeuvre, and then you choose the dish. I will take that and then.
Okay. Perfect.
Let's go here. I will take that and the name of the dish. When you arrive at the restaurant, you could request to see the menu. You say, "Can I see the menu, please?" Or,
"Can I have the menu?"
Or the menu, please.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I see you've had a chance to take a look at the menu. We do have one addition today. It is a Dover sole sauteed in a lemon butter.
You remember this word saute in lemon butter sauce.
So what is a Dover
sauce?
What do you get? A Dover is the animal. A Dover is like it's meat.
Okay. It's I'll say no. Dover.
This is a Dover.
Dover.
No, Dover meat. This is something like this.
Oh, it's a cat. Like
no, I know that it's meat, but it's a special meat.
Dover.
Because you eat, for example, Dover like very capital. No. Dover. Dover animal. Dover is meat, but I don't know how to in Spanish.
Like
maybe
adobo? No.
This is Dover, informal
Dover
street of
sole,
Dover.
like there is.
You've never heard of it before.
No.
It's like when you say, for example, ribs. Ribs. Ribs is, I know it's meat.
Okay.
Let's check. What kind of meat is that? It means cordoncillo, nervio. Rib meat. ¿Ves? Solamente sale rib meat. Costilla.
Okay.
Maybe it could be for a cow, but the raw bird. It's not raw bird, it's Dover.
Dover.
Dover. Dover, Strait, Calais, Paso de Calais, Estrecho de Calais, Flatfish, Lenguado. It's lenguado. Do you know it's like, no? You never seen that before?
No.
No, lenguado in Peru is pretty common, the Dover. El lenguado.
Okay.
This is lenguado.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the word is not just rubber. It's rubber sole. Look at this.
Dover sole.
If I'm not mistaken.
Dover sole.
Just saute, yes.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I see you've had a chance to take a look at the menu. We do have one addition today. It is a Dover
Yes,
sole.
Dover sole,
Dover
lenguado.
sole.
Lenguado, que lo han metido a esta olla que es grandecita en una salsa de limón y mantequilla. Dover sole, lenguado. It's a fish.
Sauteed in a lemon butter sauce.
What are you getting?
You say, what you carrying? It's just like, ¿tú qué vas a comer? What are you carrying?
A beet and goat cheese salad.
You remember the beet?
The beet. No, beet. No.
Beet or root beet. Root beet. Yeah, well, in American English we say root beet, but in British they say beet. Root beet, remolacha, betarraga.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get the beet and goat cheese salad.
The Vietnamese pho.
How do they prepare the Dover sole? What did you say, sauteed?
It's sauteed in a lemon butter sauce.
Do you think they would broil it?
I could ask.
So many restaurants have a separate wine or alcoholic beverages menu. You ask the sommelier sometimes.
Teddy, think fast. Drink menu. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Chucked that right at you. I just thought you really wanted a drink.
Oh, I never need a drink menu. I got the thrills for the pills.
Okay.
Okay, so
Carlos,
the first one.
can you please wait for me for a second? I have una grapa que se me metió en el teclado. Tengo miedo que se caiga. Solamente voy a voltear la pantalla nada más para que no se caiga dentro del teclado. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, now.
Oh, let's continue. And then, do you remember that I explained about the specials? The special of the day or the day's special. So
Yes,
they don't like that, of course.
That is not
Include
included in the menu.
and the menu, like a Dover sole, which
Yes.
is sauteed, yes, of course. So special dishes that are available in a restaurant on a particular day. That is not always.
And for you, sir.
Yeah, this slow roasted salmon. Just how slow are we talking?
It's already been roasted.
Oh, then no. Maybe I should hear those specials again.
Oh, John, we've heard the specials 3 times, okay? There's prime rib, mahi-mahi, and a very special lobster ravioli.
Actually, we're out of the lobster ravioli.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
So when the waiters say that they are out of something, they don't have, they don't have because they are out of. Another clue with the word specials.
You any special? My associate will have the same thing he always has after he looks at the menu for 10 minutes and asks about the specials twice. He's gonna have a slice of apple pie with a nasty piece of cheddar. I'm gonna have the strawberry rhubarb. Since it's my last meal, I'm gonna splurge a little bit.
I like this word splurge.
Splurge.
The word splurge. Splurge. Splurge is when you spend your money on something very expensive. Maybe you need it, or maybe you don't.
Despilfarrar sería?
Nope.
No.
You despilfarras tu dinero, but on something really expensive. For example, you are really thirsty. You have here a Coke soda, $3, and then you have a premium soda, $20. You're 30. You are 30, so you say, well, I want to buy this one, which is $20. But it's the same. Yes, I want to buy it, but you need it. You see, you need it, but you buy the most expensive. In English, there is another word which we say or we use splash out. Splash out is just what you said. Despilfarrar. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe in this case, you don't need it. This is the difference between the splurge and the splash out.
Okay.
you don't need it, but you buy it. And the second one, you need it, or maybe you don't, but you buy the most expensive one. No questions.
No, it's okay.
Okay. He means food in this case. Many times you order a dish in a restaurant. You need to specify what will serve on the side. In this case, the side is a small amount of food that you order in a restaurant, in addition to your main meal or main course. Since I would say main course.
Of course.
You could order simply as, I like to order a cheeseburger and some fries.
Fries.
We'll have 2 Justice platters, please.
Three.
And a few tofu buns.
Oh, the spicy noodle soup for Tigress. Did you want extra sauce with that?
She wants it on the side.
On the side.
On the side.
On the sides. If you don't know what to do, you say, what do you recommend? This is a common question. What?
I will be your waiter. A steaming hot folded face cloth for your pleasure.
Thank you.
Our specials are tacos, moussaka, and franks and beans.
Well, what do you recommend, my good fellow?
Oh, the turkey.
Well, the turkey it'll be.
It'll be, of course. And something that I would like to mention here, it'll be, no, that's all I think. In the US are very peculiar about how ordered their steak. Do you remember? Another cut of meat. So we say rare or well done. Rare.
Rare is...
I can't believe Elaine's never taken you here before.
Well, I'm really not much of a meat eater.
You don't eat meat? What are you, one of those?
Well, no, I'm not one of those.
Ready?
I'll have the porterhouse, medium rare, baked potato with sour cream.
What do you recommend besides a steak?
The lamb chops are good.
Anything lighter? How do you prepare the chicken?
It's a full bird, stuffed with ham, topped with gorgonzola.
You know what? I think I'll just have a salad.
Thank you.
So the level of we have for how well piece of meat is cooked are, we have rare, cook on outside, but very red inside. Rare.
Yes.
Medium rare, little less red inside. Medium, pink in the middle. Medium well, a little pink in the middle, and well done, no pink. Well cooked.
Yes.
Okay, one more time. I want a nice filet, medium rare.
Nice filet, medium rare. Okay.
Hi, I'm the manager. There's been a delay in your meals. I'm very sorry. There's been a disturbance in the kitchen, but we're taking care of it. Thanks.
Sometimes your experience at a restaurant will not be without some issues. You order, can come in cold, or the word to make a mistake and bring you something you didn't order. In this case, you say, excuse me, sorry, or please. Even if you are annoyed, you use the word. Excuse me, but I didn't order this. I'm sorry, this is cold. Can I change my order, please? And then I'm sorry, but I didn't order.
Here's your lemonade.
I didn't order lemonade.
Oh. Well, then you better go take that back, because they're going to charge you for that. But go, come on.
And the last one, get in the check.
Do you want to get a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Can I get the check, please?
He understood. Don't do that. Don't do the symbol and yell. Just, you do one or the other.
What do you mean?
You can, like, mouth the word check really loud and not make noise. And that's, like, kind of the best.
Well, what do I do?
What?
Okay, let me try.
Okay.
Check!
No.
Am I not doing that right?
No.
Check!
Oh, my God.
Can we get the bill, please? We'd like to pay for the food.
Of course, so when you finish your meal, you're ready to leave, you will ask for the check or bill in British English. And you know what the check is, you know what it is, you know they have to pay, and there are some common ways we would ask for the check. No, can I get the check, please? Can I have the check, please? We will take the check or the bill. Could we pay for the food? I'm ready to pay. You know English. Or maybe as you from Sinful puts it, we could ask for it in a more casual way with a classic gesture, you know?
I've always been a big fan of the little check move, you know. Unless the waiter's not too sharp, they gotta total it up.
Yeah, so we're going to stop here. So now I would like to talk about something that is not in the books. How can I close this? I have no idea. Now, let's continue. Let's talk about the tips, right? In the
Okay,
US,
good.
if you want to work as a waitress or as a waiter, and the wage, WAGE, is very low. It's very low. So before you have the job, they say your wage is very low. Wage, sueldo. So everything depends on how well you are dealing with people, the customer service or the good service you have, because it depends on the tips.
The tips,
Remember
right?
that in the
Very
US,
important.
in the US, you always leave the tip 15%. 50%. It is 15 to 20%. Okay, from 15 and 20%. And sometimes when you go, for example, when you book a table for, or when you arrive with 6 people, or you book a table for a party of 6, the tip is included in the bill. You don't need to leave money because it is included.
It is included.
They call gratuity, something like that. Let's Google
Gratuity.
it. Have you heard the one before?
Yes.
Of course. So this is included in the
bill.
And the bill, of course. So do you have any question before we continue with the next part?
No. Okay.
Yes, let me close this and let's continue with, I have a challenge for you before we begin. Okay, how do you pronounce this word?
Biscuit.
A biscuit. And this one?
Minute.
Remember that we say minute. This one?
Island.
This one?
Iceland.
This one?
Laugh.
This one?
Vegetables.
This one?
Edinburgh.
Or Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
Oh, Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Yes, I would like to travel to Edinburgh. This one?
Colleague.
Is colleague. Una media colleague. Or in English?
Choir. Choir.
Choir.
Choir.
Choir.
Chef.
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 Yeah. Castillo.
Castle.
Castle. How do you say? Hay un castillo muy bonito en Edimburgo.
There's a beautiful castle in Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
There's a beautiful castle in Edinburgh. But let's check it out. Let's check it out to make this clear. Edinburgh. Let's listen.
Okay.
Edinburgh.
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 Next. Mi compañero canta en un coro.
My colleague sing in a choir.
Sings in a choir.
Sings in a choir.
In a choir. When you don't add the extra sound like S or ES or D or ED, it is like in Spanish when you say, vamos a comer, vamos a jugar. Yeah, they understand, but it's not common, right? You say, vamos a comer. It's like informal, call it in that way. El chef quemó los vegetales.
The chef burned the vegetables.
Mi amigo se rió cuando pronuncié isla incorrectamente.
My friend laughed when I pronunciated island incorrectly.
Island incorrect.
Island incorrect.
When I pronounce.
Pronounced.
And the last one, me comí todo el paquete de galletas en 2 minutos.
I ate all the cookie package in 2 minutes.
I ate a whole packet of biscuits in 2 minutes.
Oh, biscuits.
A packet. Well, biscuits. Let's check it out. This words. It's like where's Google Photos here? Okay, in English we have crackers. First we have crackers.
The
Crackers
like soda. Like las galletas de soda.
Las galletas de soda, las saladas, those son crackers.
the
Dulces. Then you have the biscuits. Biscuits son
I
galletas gruesas.
thought it was like that. Like that one.
Biscuits. Son las galletas gruesas, especialmente también vienen así como las chips Ahoy.
Yes, with
Esas son
chocolate
biscuits.
chips.
Yes. Y por último tenemos las cookies. Que son esas
Cookies
galletas
are,
que tienen
yeah,
this one. But estas de aquí que son como la galleta casino, no, sorry, tentación. Estas deben ser cookies.
Okay.
Yes. Yo le llamo a las que son a estas de aquí, yo les llamo cookies porque se hacen en el oven.
Yes.
Y las que son gordazas son biscuits. Biscuits. Let's continue. We're done with the challenge. Let's continue with the next part.
Okay.
And you have to practice here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's continue with the next part. One second. Okay, it's here. Let me share. So very related to hotel. We have a book room. Book room, make a reservation for a room. Check in, check out.
Yes.
Remember that check in is a verb and check out is another verb. But check in and check out are nouns. For example, you say you have to check in. You have to check in at 7 o'clock or you have to check out at 12 p.m. Remember the check-in is important.
Yes.
The check-in is important with a hyphen. And English for housekeeping or the housekeeper. We can like review this verb. Maybe you are the manager or maybe you are the auditor. The towels. These are towels. Towels. Then we have the bath towel, the hand towel, and the washcloth.
Washcloths.
Voy a poner
Oh,
la
yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, the small one. Very small one.
And the hand towel.
That the washcloths usually comes with a
with the soap.
With the amenities, the small ones. I mean, with the shampoo.
With the shampoo or conditioner.
Yes,
exactly.
They always come in the same place.
And the shampoo, the conditioner, and the soap. And the soap. Then we have the duvet. Duvet, I would say duvet, edredon.
Duvet.
Pillow, and the blanket.
Blanket, yes.
La manta, la almohada, y el edredon. Then we have the flash sheet. Remember that we say sheet. The fitted sheet, la sábana de cajón, and the pillowcase. El fitted sheet es como que una sábana que viene con una liga que se pone.
Oh, yeah, this is the first,
the first sheet.
Yes.
And el que va arribita yo le digo flat sheet, for example.
Flat sheet.
Frases útiles. Good morning, good evening. You know how to greet people. Do you work here? Do you say, hey, do you work here? Or how you say, yes, how can I help you? Can I have more towels? Maybe you're walking on the aisles and you say, can I have more towels? Or how many do you need? Remember, the numbers are important. The numbers are important in these situations. Okay, room 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 12. You say, they will say, can I have
another pillow?
Another pillow. Or you say, I'm just learning English. Sometimes you don't understand. I don't understand, I'm sorry. Or you say, hey, please write it down and I will go and ask.
Yes.
Or they may say, man or lady, the AC is broken. You say, I will call a maintenance. Maintenance. Wait a minute. Maintenance. No, maintenance. You?
Maintenance.
For you, of course. The maintenance workers. What room? You always say what room. At what time is checkout? They may ask this question. Checkout is at 11. Remember 11. That when you give the time, you say at. Is there anything I can help with? Next part, conversation 1. Maybe you are walking here and they say, hi, we're not ready yet. We'll be out soon because it's time to check out. It's time for the checkout. Say, we're not ready yet. And you have to understand. You say, okay, or all right, I'll come back later. I'll come back later. Conversation 2. We have a late checkout. they might say that the guest, oh, we have a
Yes.
late checkout. No problem. You always say, oh, all right, I'll come back later because you're the housekeeper. You have to clean maybe the room, but you have to say these words. You can clean another room.
Yes.
Conversation 3. Excuse me, can I have more towels? Do you remember this one? You say,
Yes.
yes, here you are. Here you are. Aquí tiene. Sírvase. Here you are. Even when you are working as a waiter, waitress, or housekeeper, here you are. Conversation 4. They say, we don't need service today, but can we get a few more shampoos, please?
Okay.
Yes, here you are.
Here you
You
are.
always, whatever they need, you say, here you are. Conversation 5. Can we please get service today? And can we have more toilet paper? When they say the service today, it means that you have to clean. What room? Conversation 6. Excuse me, then you have, can we get cheese for the pull-out? Do you remember the pull-outs of a cama?
Pull-out, yes.
Well, please. What room? I can bring some in a moment. The last one, conversation 7. I left my key in the room. Can you please open the door? No, you never open the door.
No.
Security, the front desk must handle that.
Yes.
Yes. Why not? My ID is inside. I can show it to you. Is the hotel's policy for guest security?
But you usually have in the computer the ID of the client, so you can check. You enter to the
Yeah, but this is part of the front
policy.
desk.
Policies.
Or the front desk. I mean, duty is the front desk. It's not your responsibility.
No,
So you say,
no, from the
housekeeper.
Housekeeper, no.
No, you don't do that.
Just as a front desk agent.
Exactly. Or maybe receptionist. Sometimes they call reception when you have a small hotel.
Okay.
Of course, vocabulary that you may have or you may find or come across. Hair dryer, el secador.
Yes.
Iron.
The iron.
El ironing board, la tabla de plancha.
Board.
Ironing board. El coffee maker. Maybe remember that there are a lot of jobs in a hotel. We will know or we will learn in a few minutes, but you have to remember these words. How do you say máquina expendedora? We will later. I'm sorry, wrong room. Maybe you open a door and they're doing something you didn't want to see. It was not your intention. So, oh, I'm sorry, wrong room, and you close the door. I'm sorry, I'll come back later. Or you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I'll come back later.
Yes.
So now let's start with our class for today, hotel and catering. Let's start. So now I have a question. What kind of jobs are available in hotels?
Wow. We have the receptionist, we have the manager, the bellboy, the valet, the waiter, the waitress, the chef, the what was that? The other one. I don't remember the one that washed the dishes.
Concierge?
The concierge.
Or the dishwasher. The dishwasher.
Yeah, but there's a name. I don't remember the name that is used when you call a guy that do the dishes.
No, I say the dishwasher. The dishwasher. He is the dishwasher. He is the dishwasher. Maybe another name, lavamanos, the sinker.
Busboy, I think that is the one that picks all the dishes from the table. Busboy.
I have no idea. Busboy.
Yeah, I think that is the guy who picks up all the dishes from the table and takes it to the washing machine, I think.
Okay, but I think that could be busboy. Google it, but that could be part of the restaurant in a hotel, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The next one. And what do just hotel employees do? For example, what does for example, the front desk clerk do?
Front desk clerk or the receptionist always greets the clients and do the check-in procedures and check-out procedures. Then receive the payments from the clients. and
Yes.
also
Book rooms.
the room, the reservations. I mean, book the
You
rooms.
say book room, yes, you book room.
Book
Reservar
rooms.
cuartos, exactly. Or make reservations. Yeah,
Make
let's read.
reservations. Yes.
Let's read about that.
And give
Let's
some
read.
information as well.
I don't think so. This is part of the concierge. Then we will know that. Then we will know that.
Well, I used to do that when I was a receptionist in the hotel. They
uh-huh.
always call me and they say, "Hey, do you know where can I get some, I don't know, batteries or something?" Oh, yes, there is a.
It depends on the question. It depends on the question. For example, if you want, for example, imagine that you are a receptionist and you say, I'm bored. I would like to go to a place. Which one do you recommend? Question like that, or about the
Yes,
hotel?
I used to do that as well too.
Oh, really? This is
Hey,
part
do
of
you
the
know when I can go for a walk? Yeah, there is a park 2 blocks over here, for example.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe
I was
that's
a concierge and a receptionist at the same time.
Yes, you were a concierge, of course. So as you can see here, we have a part here. Please read it.
Okay, what kind of jobs are available in hotels? There are a wide variety of jobs available in hotels. There are employees that help customers when they arrive at and leave the hotel. These include doorman, bellhops, front desk clerks, valet, and concierge. Behind the scenes, there are jobs for the hotel managers and telephone operators, as well as housekeepers, maintenance staff, etc. Depending on the facilities a hotel has, they may be also pool attendants, gardeners, and large variety of restaurant staff too.
Yeah, well, it depends on the hotel. You
Yes.
said bellboy, the bellboy, or the bellhops.
Yes.
Do you remember the
Bellhops.
belly? How do you say ombligo in English? Do you remember that class?
Oh, no. No.
Belly button. Do you remember the belly button?
Belly button.
Yeah, the belly button. So the bellboy means el botón.
Okay.
The bellboy. No question about this paragraph, right?
No, the doorman is the one that opens the door, right?
Exactly, and say hi and
say hi, welcome to the hotel, blah blah blah.
Yeah, of course. And then we have here what hotel employees do. Please read the second part.
Yes, hotel employees perform a wide variety of tasks. Those who deal directly with customers try to make their stay at a hotel as pleasant as possible. Other staff ensures that the hotel is clean and that everything runs smoothly.
Smoothly. So hotel employees, a variety of tasks. Sometimes, for example, the front desk clerk work or deal with people, the doorman deal with people, but maybe the operator elevator, well, he just deal with the machine, but that's all. So now we have a real, what is the employee of the month? What is that? What does it mean?
It's the employee who received an award for a nomination, maybe.
For his performance, maybe
yes, for his performance, because the clients like make a good review of them.
Exactly. A review. Okay. So now we have here one. It was in March. This is from Tom Gerbera. He is a front desk clerk. So the first question that he answered was, what do you do on a regular day at work? What do you do? Please read the first answer.
Yes, I work with the doorman, valet, and elevator operator to make guests feel welcome. Then I check in the guests. Finally, I ask the bellhop to take the guests back to the guest room.
Yes, we have the doorman, valet, the doorman, the valet, the elevator operator, and then he checks in who? The guest. And ask the bellhop to take the guest. So for example, you want to make a reservation and you have your bags or your luggage. And I say, Pepito is the bellhop, please take the guest bags to the room number 205,
for example.
Yes, of course. And the next question, do you think that teamwork is important? Please read.
Yes, teamwork is a big part of my job. I talk to the night auditor every morning. She shares important guest information with me. Sometimes guests have questions about the city, so I tell them to speak to the concierge. Other times there are problems with the rooms. The housekeepers and maintenance workers fix those problems.
Yeah, so you say teamwork is a big part of the job. So sometimes when you are applying for a job, they might say, please, what are your strengths or your weaknesses? And then you say, well, I consider teamwork nice quality I have because I know how to work with more people. Maybe they might think different or alike, whatever. Teamwork is the next expression. I would
Yes,
like to fix this pronunciation. Look at this. I want you to fix this one.
Maintenance.
Yes, that word. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Maintenance. Maintenance.
Yes.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's maintenance. Okay.
No,
Maintenance.
it's maintenance. The stress is at the beginning of the word. So
Maintenance.
yeah, it's like voy a prender mi laptop. No, voy a prender mi laptop o voy a prender mi laptop. Laptop. Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Of course, let's continue. So I have a question here. You have to say true or false.
Okay.
Tom Jambarov rents rooms to guests.
Yes.
Yeah, true, because he's.
But he do the check-in. He is the front desk agent, right?
Of course, though he rent rooms. That's true. The night auditor's job is to tell guests about the city. The night auditor. No, right? This is false. And the maintenance workers fix problems with the hotel rooms.
Yes. True.
Totally true. Nice. Vocabulary. So much the jobs 1, 8, the duties A. Number 1, a person who park car for guests.
The valet. Number 5.
B.
A person who rents rooms to guests is the front desk agent, clerk. Front desk clerk. A person who handles guest and financial matters at night is the night auditor.
Yeah.
A person who waits at the hotel entrance and greets new guests is the doorman. A person who fixes broken items in the hotel is the maintenance worker.
Yes.
A person who cleans the hotel is the housekeeper. A person who tells hotel guests about the local entertainment, the concierge. And a person who carries bags to rooms for guests is the bellhop.
The bellhop, that's perfect. Remember that we say concierge. Concierge. Now complete the words or phrase that is similar to the underlined part. The first one, please read.
Okay, the act of working together with others helps the hotel staff provide great service. Teamwork.
Teamwork. I'm sorry. Yes. Allison arrives at the hotel and goes to the front desk to rent a hotel room.
It's a clerk. Clerk.
What do you think? Rent
front
a
desk
hotel.
agent.
No.
Allison arrived to the hotel, go to the front desk to rent a hotel room. It's a clerk or a front desk.
You say front desk or clerk? You say rent a room.
A clerk. Oh, no. Clerk, yes, clerk.
No. It's not rent a room. When you rent a room, what do?
When you make a reservation, you mean?
Yes, for example, I made a reservation and I say, well, I want to rent this room because it's for free. Okay, you rent a hotel or the
check-in. The check-in.
That's
right.
it, the check-in, of course.
The check-in.
Check-in. Next, please read it complete.
Okay, the person who cleans hotel rooms cleaned my room this morning. It's the housekeeper.
The housekeeper. Perfect. Now, listen and read the newsletter again. What does an elevator operator probably do? Okay, probably do. 1 second, let's share the audio.
Okay.
Okay, it's here.
Hotels and Catering by Virginia Evans, Jenny Dooley, and Veronica Garza. Copyright Express Publishing. All rights reserved. Book 1. Unit 1. Meet our staff. Exercise 5, page 5. Employee of the Month. Tom Yarborough, front desk clerk. What do you do on a regular day at work?
I work with the doorman, valet and elevator operator to make guests feel welcome. Then I check in the guest. Finally, I ask the bellhop to take the guest's bags to the guest's room.
Do you think that teamwork is important?
Yes. Teamwork is a big part of my job. I talk to the night auditor every morning. She shares important guest information with me. Sometimes guests have questions about the city, so I tell them to speak to the concierge. Other times, there are problems with the rooms. The housekeepers and maintenance workers fix those problems.
So, according to the audio, what does an elevator operator probably do? He didn't mention it maybe, but what do you think?
Well, an elevator operator takes the clients to their room, I think. I mean, operates the elevator and takes them to the floor of their room.
Of course. Remember that. What about this sentence? Do you remember? Do you remember?
The old man the boat. Yes, the old, it means the old people. Man the boat who drives. Drives the boat.
Manipular una máquina. So you say the elevators operators man what? The
elevator.
Turn the elevator. Super simple like that.
Yes.
An elevator operator controls a machine that takes guests to different floors in a hotel or in a building. Now, listen again. Listen to an interview with an employee of the month of the Royal Point Hotel. Then choose the correct answers, okay? So have the interview is mostly about the employees. For options, what is his position at the hotel? Focus on the responsibilities that this person has. Okay? Let's start. 3, 2, go.
Exercises 6 and 7, page 5.
Mr. Huxley, what's your favorite thing about your job?
Every day is a new experience. I meet new people and work with a great team.
Oh, so your co-workers help you do your job.
Yes, I work with the doorman and the front desk clerk every day.
I see. Tell me, what's your goal as a bellhop?
My goal is to make the guests happy.
I think you're a great choice for Employee of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy about it.
Unit 2. Welcome. Exercise 5, page 7.
Okay. Did you want to listen again or is that okay for you?
No, I'm okay.
So the interview is mostly about the employees. What?
The interview is mostly about the employees' opinion about his job, I think.
Opinion about his job. Perfect. What is his position at the hotel?
He's a bellhop.
He is a bellhop. He is a bellhop. Next. Listen again, but complete the conversation, of course.
Okay.
You can do it in the chat box or you can do it in my computer, right?
Okay.
So let's continue.
Exercises 6 and 7, page 5.
Mr. Huxley, what's your favorite thing about your job?
Every day is a new experience. I meet new people and work with a great team.
Oh, so your co-workers help you do your job.
Yes, I work with the doorman and the front desk clerk every day.
I see. Tell me, what's your goal as a bellhop?
My goal is to make the guests happy.
I think you're a great choice for Employee of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy about it.
Unit 2.
One more
Welcome.
time.
Exercise 5, page...
One more time, or is that
Was a
okay?
little bit fast, yeah.
Okay, one more time, one more time.
Exercises 6 and 7, page 5.
Mr. Huxley, what's your favourite thing about your job?
Every day is a new experience. I meet new people and work with a great team.
Oh, so your co-workers help you do your job.
Yes, I work with the doorman and the front desk clerk every day.
I see. Tell me, what's your goal as a bellhop?
My goal is to make the guests happy.
I think you're a great choice for Employee of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy about it.
Okay, I think I
Unit
got
2.
I think I
Welcome.
got the answers.
Exercise
but-
5, page 7.
Okay, yes, I work with the doorman and the elevator operator.
Okay, let's check it out. Okay,
Elevator operator every day. Then I see, tell me what's your goal as a bellhop? It's 5 bellhop. My goal is to make guests happy. I think you are a great choice for the Employee of the Month. Employee of the Month.
Exactly.
And then
Okay.
that's it.
Favorite thing, of course, favorite thing, team, co-workers, elevator. Okay, number 4, front desk clerk.
Front desk clerk.
Yes,
Okay.
front desk clerk. The bellhop. Remember that is together, the words together.
Oh, bellhop. Okay.
And the employee of the month. Yeah, that's great. Good job. Good job. Nice. Nice. Any questions about these words? Any questions? No, right?
No, I think it was okay.
Okay, next part. Ready? Before you read the passage, talk about these questions. What makes people feel welcome during hotel stays? Your opinion.
When you greet and when you smile, when you smile to them and ask them how was your day, maybe, or welcome to our hotel. What can I do for you today, right? Stuff like
in
that.
general, a great
customer service.
Amazing. This is the word. You have to provide a great customer service. You say, what is customer service? You know, when you greet people, when you are happy, when you are well prepared for helping people.
Yes.
And how do you make people feel welcome? You mentioned, right? You mentioned this before. Now let's read, please read number 1.
Yes, yes, please. Okay. Polite and friendly staff make guests feel welcome during hotel stays. Being addressed by their name also makes guests feel welcome. Fresh flowers in a room and small gifts, like fruits, wine, or toiletries, can also really help make a guest feel welcome. Remembering things about a guest also makes them feel welcome, whether it is their favorite drink or hobby or something about their family. 2, I make people welcome by smiling, using their name, offering to help them, and generally being interested in them and what they have to say. 1, try to use positive body language and involve them in what is happening in my, what was that?
In life.
in life, okay.
Yes. Well, remember, polite and friendly staff, you're going to be part of the staff, right?
Yes. Yes.
And when addressed by their name, remember that you address by their name, of course, Mr.
Yes.
The title is very important.
It is very important. Yes, of course.
Maybe fresh flowers, or this is like a small gifts, you know, a small gift when they open for example, when I get toiletries, when I go to the hotel, I'm really happy because sometimes I forget my
Or
I don't know.
maybe a tray with welcome drinks as well. Maybe if the weather is hot, you know, maybe some fresh drinks.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
a towel, a cold towel, for example, if it's very hot.
If it's very hot, that's true. That's true. And it will make the difference between you and another employee.
course.
So now this is another new employee training manual. This is real, of course. We have welcoming our guests. Remember, guests.
Yes.
Why do people from all over the world choose the Royal Point Hotel? Because of our friendly atmosphere. In English, there's an expression that you will learn, maybe, I think, soak up the atmosphere. Soak up the atmosphere. Soak up. Well, it is not here, but maybe soak up. Well, it is not here. Sometimes you cannot find words in the dictionary. Oh, soak up something. Soak up liquid experience. We enjoy the effects or experience of something as much as possible. The atmosphere. Oye, esto tiene una buena atmósfera. Quiere decir que el ambiente es agradable. Buena atmósfera, ambiente. When you say soak up the atmosphere, you enjoy, disfrutas cada parte tanto como puedas de ese ambiente. So sometimes you say, wow, well, you can soak up the atmosphere in this hotel because it's very blah, blah, blah. Atmosphere. How can you make guests feel welcome? Some tips. Number one, greet new guests with a friendly welcome. Also be sure to introduce yourself. So you say, well, when you introduce yourself, you say, well, please let me introduce myself. You don't say, my name is Carlos. No, no, no. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Carlos and I will be your whatever. Begin your introduction with the phrase, allow me to introduce myself, or let me to introduce myself. Address all guests as sir or ma'am. The title, Mr. or Miss, followed by guest last name is also appropriate. You say, Carl, Mr. Legrand, Mr. or Miss Quiñones, or Mr. Jackson, or Miss Thompson, you see?
Yes.
Title is really important. Is a guest having trouble, this expression, have trouble carrying his or her luggage? You know, the luggage, equipaje de mano, and baggage is when you go to the airport. For example, I'm my house because I want to travel to a different country, right?
Yes.
This is my luggage. This is my luggage. But sometimes I can like carry my luggage on my seat, you see, when I'm on the airplane, you see? I have to leave my luggage. When I leave my luggage, it becomes into baggage.
Baggage. Yeah.
Baggage. When I'm in another country and I want to get my baggage, it becomes luggage again.
Okay, perfect. I didn't know that.
Tu equipaje es luggage. Cuando ya lo dejas, se transforma en baggage. Lo recoges y se vuelve a transformar en baggage.
Yeah, I understand.
And offer to take his or her bags. A guest may have additional baggage. Why? Because it is in the car. It is not in his hands or in her hands. We have the car trunk. Do you remember the car trunk?
Yes, it's a part of the
maletera, of course.
Yes.
Don't forget to ask. You always ask. So now we have 3 questions, Raul.
Yes.
What is the main idea of the training manual? What is the main idea?
Okay, how to welcome new hotel employees, ways to make guests comfortable at a hotel, steps to introducing people who don't know each other, how to improve communication between employees. No, I think how to welcome new hotel employees. No. Ways to make guests comfortable at a hotel, I think.
Yeah, that's perfect. Ways to make guests comfortable at the hotel.
Yes.
According to the passage, which of the following is true about employees at the Royal Point Hotel?
Okay. They rarely speak to the hotel guests. They allow guests to introduce themselves first. They're responsible for the learning guest addresses. They are sometimes referred to guests by their names. I think is the last one. Letter D, yes.
They sometimes refer to guests by their last names. And what is probably true about guests?
They stay at the same hotel each time they travel. They use their car trunk to storage extra bags. They don't share their first names with employees. They pay employees to carry their luggage. I think they stay at the same hotel each time they travel. No,
They use car trunk to storage
extra bags. Yeah, okay.
Vocabulary. So we have words and definitions. Number 1, what do you think?
Atmosphere. More luggage to talk to someone. The mood of a place. The mood of a place.
Nice. Welcome.
Welcome. Word used before a person name to show respect or to help carry.
Remember that you can use my computer, of course. There is a button here. Anotar. Do you have it?
Wait. I cannot see it.
Arriba
Chat,
dice
compartir,
you are
grabar,
viewing
creaciones.
screen. Arriba dice you are viewing screen. Screen.
Yes.
Ya,
Opciones de
al
vista.
costado dice anotar. Yes.
Oh,
Y
okay,
tienes
anotar.
texto y ya puedes escribir, of course.
Okay, perfect.
Can do it right now.
Text. Okay. Okay, then welcome. It's to I tell someone your name to make us feel comfortable in a new place. To help carry someone along, a word used before a person name to show respect. I think it's before person name space in the back. No, I think it's word used F. I think it's F. Oh. Oh, okay. Introduce yourself. Okay. To me would you like to talk to someone? To replace the bags space in the back of the car is storing things. A word used before a person name to show respect to healthcare makes you feel comfortable. I tell someone your name, introduce yourself. Yes. Then address, it's to tell someone your name to make us feel comfortable in a new place. Oh no, it's different. No. I think no, this is not F. Oh, I cannot change it, right?
Yes, you can do it. You can click on it and then you edit it. Cuando lo cambias, hacen select and select y le das clic.
Select, where is it?
Al costado de text, al costado donde chancaste clic en text, this is select. Can you see it?
No.
Okay. Which one do you want to erase?
The F, number 2. Yes.
Already done.
Welcome is to H. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, text. This is H. H. Yes. H. Okay, then address. Yes, for extra luggage to talk to someone. No, additional baggage, take his bags, luggage, title. To title, no, address. Introduce yourself. Yes, okay, the address. Made address. A word used before a person to name to show respect. To help carry someone. And more extra luggage. To address, no. To talk with someone, title. For a person name to show respect. Yeah, this is F. Okay. The title. F. Then luggage is help carry someone's belong. To take your bags. 7. Okay. G. G. Additional package. Speaking the back of the car, the bags that you take when you travel. It's the luggage here. And then we have car trunk. Space in the back of the car. This E. Additional baggage is more or extra luggage. A. And address. You talk to someone. B.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now let's check the answers.
Okay.
Number 2 is H, I, B, F, D, G, A, E. That's perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect, Raul. That's great. Congratulations. Remember, address. When you address, I need to address someone. You talk to someone.
Okay.
Now, complete a word or phrase that is similar in meaning. Give me permission to help you carry your bags. How do you say this?
Please allow me.
Allow me. Number 2, the guest takes a lot of bags on their trip.
Luggage.
Bags or luggage. So you don't say bags, you say luggage. Of course. And instead of saying, give me permission to help you, no, allow me to help you.
Yes.
Permítame. No es dame permiso, no, permítame. Es como cuando tú compras, tú no dices, ¿qué quieres? No, ¿qué desea? The words have power, of course.
Yes,
The doorman says his name to the guest. The doorman.
The doorman introduced himself.
Doorman introduce, allow me, luggage, and introduces himself. Introduces himself. Listen and read the passage again. What ways are appropriate to address guests? But before we continue, let me explain this. En English, al señor, cualquier señor, ya sea que esté soltero o casado, ¿cómo le decimos?
Mr.
Mira cómo se... No es Mr. No es Mr. Es Mr. Como si fuera una E cerrada. Mr. Luego tenemos el siguiente. Para hombre, casado, soltero. Luego tenemos el de aquí. MS. Miss. But wait a minute. Vamos a poner el puntito porque si no nos confundimos.
Mrs. an unmarried, a single woman.
Yes. No. You say mes. Mira, ¿cómo se pronuncia? Mes. Tú no sabes si está casado o soltera. Tú le dices mes Mary, ahorita si lo digo solo se escucha como una vibración y suena raro. Pero cuando lo decimos con el apellido, por ejemplo, Miss Thompson, sutilmente, Miss Thompson, Miss Thompson, la señorita Thompson, no sé si está soltera o casada, le digo Miss. Pero ahora, ¿qué pasa si yo sé si está soltera?
Miss.
Le digo mes, con S.
Mes.
A ver. No me parece, pero es con S, mes.
I think Miss is cuando es una señorita, right? Miss.
Of course. Aquí está, mes, con S, con S. Okay, a single one who has no other title. Señorita o cuando está soltera, mes.
When it's Miss es una señora soltera, una señora joven, digámoslo así, ¿no?
Exacto. Tú no sabes si está casada o está soltera, así que le dices mes. Pero, ¿y si tú sabes que está soltera? Yes,
Miss.
Okay, did you understand?
That's right. Yes.
So now let's look at this question. Listen and read the passage again. What ways are appropriate to address guests? Let me show you. 3, 2, 1, go.
New Employee Training Manual. Welcoming our guests. Why do people from all over the world choose the Royal Point Hotel? Because of our friendly atmosphere. How can you make guests feel welcome? Here are some tips. Greet new guests with a friendly welcome. Also, be sure to introduce yourself. Begin your introduction with the phrase, "Allow me to introduce myself." Address all guests as Sir or Ma'am. The title Mr. or Ms. followed by the guest's last name is also appropriate. Is a guest having trouble carrying his or her luggage? Offer to take his or her bags. A guest may have additional baggage in his or her car trunk. Don't forget to ask.
So the question is, again, where is the book? What ways are appropriate to address guests? Do you remember?
Yes, to call the clients for his name with his last name, I think.
Of course, the last name is the most important. Mr., Miss, or Miss.
Yes, using the word that goes before the last name. Miss, Mr. And
Exactly.
then to ask if they have additional luggage.
Okay. Yes, to ask. And there is another because when I use the word, they say Mrs.
Yes, it's MRS, I think. Mrs. is cuando es una persona mayor, creo. Casada, mayor.
Yes, when you know that she is.
Yes.
Title used before a family for name of married woman. Has no other title. Mrs. cuando está casada. Ms.
Yes.
Sabes. Y mes cuando está soltera.
Yes.
You get it? Mrs. is the same.
Mrs.
Mrs. Mira.
Mrs.
Mrs. Of course, so if you work here, you say, well, welcome, Mrs. Mary, but Mary is the name, of course, Mrs. Gotham, whatever, Jackson, etc. And yes, or sometimes you don't know, but you say professor. You say professor and the last name or the surname. You say Professor Thompson, Professor Richards, the name, or Jackson, or whatever, Rose, etc. So the way that are appropriate to address guests are sir or madam, man, and women, or with the title. You say sir, madam. Okay. Yes, and the last one. Listen to the conversation between a doorman and a guest. Then mark the 2, 3, 4 true and F for false. Okay. Let me share the audio here. Yes. Go.
Exercises 6 and 7, page 7.
Welcome to the Royal Point Hotel.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roland Hayes. I'm the doorman.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Hayes.
It's nice to meet you too. May I take your bags?
Sure. My luggage is in my car trunk.
Okay. I'm happy to unload your luggage. In the meantime, why don't you check in at the front desk?
All right. Thank you very much.
One more time.
Unit 3.
Or is that okay?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? The guest luggage is in our car trunk? True or false?
True.
The guest, 1 second, true. The guest preferred to carry her own bags?
No, false.
Doorman checks in the guest at front desk?
No, false.
This is false. Let me check the answers. True, false, false. Great. Next. And the last activity, Raul, please listen and then fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Royal Point.
Exercises 6 and 7, page 7.
Welcome to the Royal Point Hotel.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roland Hayes. I'm the doorman.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Hayes.
It's nice to meet you too. May I take your bags?
Sure. My luggage is in my car trunk.
Okay. I'm happy to unload your luggage. In the meantime, why don't you check in at the front desk?
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ready.
Unit 3. Hotel and...
Okay, you get it? Or one more time?
No, I'm okay.
Yes. Number 1?
Number 1 is welcome to the Royal Point Hotel.
I am
glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Number 3?
And we are glad to have you.
And we are glad to have you. May I?
Okay. May I take your luggage?
May I take your luggage? Sure, my luggage is in my
car trunk.
In my car trunk, and at the
check-in. No, on the front desk.
Yes, you said
Yes.
welcome. Glad to have take your back Cartron and front desk. You're really good at listening. I think you have a great skills there.
Thank you.
And you get the conversation. This is a real conversation. As you can see here, you say, welcome to a Royal Hotel. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Or I am happy to be here. I am happy to help you. I am whatever.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to stop here. Do you have any questions?
No, everything was good, I think. Yes.
Yeah, we will learn in real English, of course. And we are going to stop here and we continue in our next lesson. So, and I will send the link in a few minutes. I will upload it to YouTube. Lo voy a subir a YouTube para que tengas el link y no tengas que estar teniendo ese problema de los passwords.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Carlos.
Oh, my pleasure. Bye-bye. Take care. See you in our next lesson.
Perfect.
Bye.
Bye-bye.